Chuck Silverman and Ron Powell. Ron Powell.
Chuck Silverman.
Ron Powell. Cool. Radical.
No, do they still say radical? I don't know. Thanks a lot. Hey, thanks a lot for having us here. Always love coming back here. Gives me real good feelings to be back in this place. Oh yeah, I'm Chuck. I guess you know that by now. I'm all hyped up. Well, hope you enjoyed it. This is like what I really love to do. Play. It's a lot of fun for me, and that's a big part of my life. And another part of my life that I want to share with you tonight, there's a few of them actually. And one is something that's really important to me, and hopefully I can get the message across to you. And I'll tell you a story. First of all, if there's any questions at all, we'll answer them at the end. I used to teach here. It was like a great experience for me. And when I first came in here, and a lot of guys didn't come to the Latin classes. You know, I was like subbing, teaching here, and I noticed that people weren't showing up to the class. I was wondering why. What's going on here? And I just kind of figured it out over time that people weren't turned on to the prospect of learning Latin music. You know, it has this big thing about, I'm going to be a jazz drummer, I'm going to be a rock drummer, I'm going to be this drummer, that drummer. I don't need to know about this music at all. So I thought about that. You know, I thought to myself, I really got to grab these guys and let them know how important this music is. And if you've been following any of my columns that I've been writing for the various magazines, maybe you get a feeling for what I have to offer or what I have to say. This music, what we just played, has deep roots in Africa. Afro-Caribbean music, Afro-Cuban music, Afro-Brazilian music. And the music that came from Africa was based on a few really important things. Now, try and get this. Okay, it was based on the drum. Okay, and we're drummers, most of us, not a great percentage. It was based on the drum. It was based on dance, and it was based on singing. Those three things: the drum, the dance, and vocalizing along with the drums and the dance. And if you think about what you're doing, I mean, isn't that what you're trying to do? You're drummers. We're all drummers. We want to make people move. I want to move you. Ron absolutely does, and hopefully we've both done it together. Move you to whatever. You're sitting and you're tapping your fingers, snapping your fingers, tapping your feet. Move you to break out and sweat. Move you spiritually or emotionally or physically. That's what I want to do. That's what this music is based on. You're in a rock band, rock and roll band, and you want to make people dance. You don't want people sitting in the bar, you know, nursing their beer and going, all right, you know, where's the next chick coming in or whatever. You want them to go up and talk to that girl next to them, or talk to that guy next to them, excuse me, women, and ask them to dance and get up on the dance floor. You want to make them dance, you want to make them move. Well, that's what this music is for. So this music does that. So why not grab parts of this music and use it? Use it. So what I want to do is I want to share with you for the next few minutes a couple of the ways that I feel that this music works. Now, I've got a few, there's some handouts up here, but does anybody not have the like 7 or 8 page handout? I've got a few of them back here. Hold on. Oh, I don't have that many. I saved some because I knew they'd be gone. Yeah, a one-of-a-kind original. I've only got 4, so. Yo. Okay, I've got one here. I'm sorry, there's only 4, so that's it. Share, and share alike. Yeah, there'll be more tomorrow, and I really want you guys to pick them up. I mean, I'd love for you to. There's also those handouts, those things, and the NDA stuff. Okay, All right. Let me just talk to you. Let me grab your attention. I want to teach you. So allow me in. Just relax. We're going to play some more. But I love to play and I love to teach. And I love to give back what I've gotten. So let me do it. If you've got any questions at all about what we're going to go through, feel free to ask, scream out the question right away in this particular section. I really want you to understand this stuff. Okay, what I want to do is this. I want to do 3 things with you. I want to teach you how to play, I want to show you different ways of learning how to play this thing called samba, because that's what this clinic is kind of about. And then I want to talk to you about a Latin, quote-unquote, timbale solo and how you can apply it to the drum set. Okay, I want you to see what we end up with, because what we end up with won't be at all what we started with, and it's really cool. And I tried to play it during the solo. I did okay. Anyway, okay. So first of all, we're going to start with this rhythm called bossa nova. You guys have heard of that before. Bossa nova is something you got to know. You got to know this rhythm. You got to know it for a bunch of reasons. Okay, some guys are sitting out there and they're going, bossa nova, man. I'm going to go out and play Motley Crue. You know, I don't need bossa nova, but you need it. You need it for the independence. You need it to develop feel, and it works if you let it. If you let it work for you. So let me go back there and I'll show you.
All Chuck is saying exactly is something came to mind that happened a few years ago. I think the idea Chuck was trying to get across to you guys is that this music is important no matter what type of music you play. Basically, it's because you have a wider foundation, much larger knowledge of rhythm and how to play things on the drums. So no matter what situation you're in, it could be like, for example, in a rock band, the guy might say, I'm trying to train that pattern, and you might take this pattern, maybe something different, and then you go, oh yeah, I just made this up, and you go into bossa nova or a heavy bossa nova instead of playing light, play with any of these other patterns that most people probably haven't heard before. Even though we know that these are all patterns from all over the place, you can make this your own pattern. You take these things and apply them in any situation. And what I thought about, I was going to give China Marie over in Japan, and the drummer at the time was Joe Loretti, and John Petty was playing bass, and China Marie was just four of us on stage, and we're playing. And while we're playing, I happened to notice, I looked over, and there was Al Foster, Greg Bissonette, and Tony Wade, all sitting there checking out Joey. These guys, Foster, Tony, and Tony Wade was great. They're sitting there, especially Bissonette is sitting there with a pad, writing as fast as he could. Everything that Joey was doing, Joey was playing solos, playing other stuff that they at the time, this was years ago, at the time they weren't that into. Okay, so they were sitting over there constantly, hey Joey, man, just do it yourself. So everybody gets it from somewhere, and Chuck is offering it now. So it's like throwing out the sign, so that's someone that will act you. Because a lot of times when you listen to Jimmy that play, he's playing that stuff. He's applying it to the situation that he's in. And that's what you keep doing stuff that Chuck showed.
Okay, so very well put. I love the way my voice sounds over a microphone. Can you do that thing you did to Owen's voice? No? Okay. All right, so, hey, it's part of my personality. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the very first page here that says Bossa Nova. And I think you guys are new here. Most of you guys are new. This is like first quarter. And I'm sure you'll be talking about this stuff, but I know you will. Perhaps not this quarter, but soon. This quarter.
Okay, you will be. All right, dude. Awesome.
I love that stuff. Okay. So check it out. Bossa Nova. What we're looking at here, this is from my second book, which is available in the library, by the way, in the music store, bookstore. What we're looking at here is hi-hat, cross stick and bass drum. It's powerful stuff. It's very powerful. The god of bossa nova. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let me play letter F for you. Now, if you look down at letter F, you'll see there's an accent in the hi-hat. The hi-hat's playing this. Bass drum. This is where the hi-hat part comes from, by the way. Ganza. Now I'm playing with my left hand. I can play with my right hand. That's no problem. I want you to see that, okay, let's say you're not going to play bossa nova, but still, if you practice this with your left hand, hopefully your left hand will get stronger. So use it just to strengthen your left hand. It's hard talking and doing this. And then the bass drum. Now letter F. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the tambourine that Ron's playing is where the rim pattern comes from. You've got an accent happening in your left hand or right hand, and you've got an accent happening in the rim, on the rim. Okay, so just look at that and think to yourself, okay, what can I benefit? What benefit can I grab from this exercise? You won't be able to. Some of you will be able to do it right away. A lot of you won't. Okay, independence. That's one thing you'll get from it. The second thing is you're going to start to develop your left hand or your weak hand more. So when I teach, I use that. When I teach, I use that tack to teach you guys. I want you to see that, okay, you're going to learn a groove, but you're also going to work on your weak hand, you're going to work on independence, you're going to work on all that stuff, all at the same time. So don't look at like Latin music as Latin music, just like that you'll never do it. Look at it as these rhythms that you can learn so much from. Okay, so for example, another example, same page. We'll just do pattern A, and that's just an exercise. You've got the hi-hat pattern, bass drum, and just the rim playing quarter notes. So your left hand, in this instance, is not accenting, but your right hand is. Letter B is. Now, I kind of made those up. They're very simple, but just so you can get a feel for the independence of it. See, when I used to teach here, and I still do wherever I teach, I write one word on the blackboard before class. I always have done it, and the word is relax. That's it. Sit at the drum set and relax. And that is what I want you to think of when you're playing this, when you're playing, period. But also, it's what I feel this stuff does for you. It helps you relax. I just feel like the harder the stuff that you do, the easier everything else becomes, and you can just sit and play. Okay? This pattern works really great. Let's turn another page, and we'll talk, this is very brief. Talk about these bossa nova contemporary patterns, of which Ron and I just played a few. There's one we're going to talk about right now, and it's called Partido Alto. I think you're going to learn this particular rhythm in school here. It's part of your curriculum. You've heard of the rhythm that sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I just played that before when I played this pattern on the hi-hat and the rim. There's a way of applying that to the drum set. It's kind of a funky way of applying that rhythm. And if you look at letter F, you will see it. And here's what that sounds like. Yeah, somebody's singing that hi-hat pattern. We'll be talking about that in a second too. So you have the hi-hat now playing this pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2. Left hand again, or right hand. I like left hand. So we're going to be talking about independence again, because you've got a totally independent pattern happening between the snare drum and bass drum. Letter F. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's that pattern. A little bit up. Again, there's like independence involved here. If you use your left hand on the hi-hat, let's say you're going to spend a week. You say to yourself, okay, I like that. It sounded pretty good. I'll take a week out of I'll add it to my practice schedule for a week and see if I can come up with it. See if I can come up with a good groove. Use your left hand on the hi-hat. Challenge yourself to do that. Take the risk. Okay? Take the risk. Risk. Not the wrist, the risk. That's another message. Got to risk. Risk screwing up. Risk starting over. I can tell you many stories about starting over again. But take the risk and do it. Why not? I mean, you're here to learn. I think it works. I'm telling you that because I really feel like I'm part of you guys. We're all in the same fraternity together, okay? Okay, sorority and fraternity, okay? There's some girls here. I really feel it works. These contemporary patterns are really cool. If you look at letter E is the same as letter F, except it starts on the second measure. So you got 1, 2, 1, 2. What's been happening to me, at least, my left hand is starting to just play, you know, like a normal hand. You know how your right hand kind of like says, oh, this feels good, yeah. My left hand's starting to go, oh, feeling pretty good today. You do this 1,000 times, especially since there's an accent. You're working out, think of the musculature in your hands, and you're working out. Okay, I want to go on. I want to go on to the next page, as a matter of fact. How you guys doing? Everybody hanging in? Everybody cool? Okay. We're going to talk about, this is like the slower stuff. I want to talk about another rhythm, another Brazilian rhythm that I know the teeniest little bit about, but I know about it. And it's called samba. And we're kind of talking about it a little bit before. I felt some breeze. Yeah, cool. We were just talking about the samba at a slower tempo. Now we're going to take the tempo up. Now check this hi-hat pattern out. These are going to be totally cool. Way cool. Thank you. Okay. How's the third floor doing? Cool? I 385, I think. Is that the last room? The end? Yeah? Happening room. A lot of good vibes in that room. Go to your Latin classes, please. Here we go. Check it out. Number 3. Now you notice this hi-hat pattern. This is a popular pattern, I hope. I'm making it popular, I think. I go around town and I hear people playing it. It's great. I've done so many things with this pattern. Think of the independence involved here, okay? Your left hand, let's say you're going to do this with your left hand. Allow me to do it with my left hand. So your left hand is going, 1, 2, 1. Left foot is bass drum. I mean, that's enough independence right there. But then you add another hand. So you got, did I play that too fast? You guys okay with that? Left hand. Right hand. If you have another hi-hat over here, it sounds like you're almost playing an eighth note. So it sounds like you're playing all the eighth notes, and it works really well. So I like this hi-hat pattern a lot. I've written a lot of different things about playing that hi-hat on opening it on the and of one, or the second eighth note of the measure. Yeah. Ron Bell. I've seen guys do this before. It's amazing. Do this. They do this too. Yeah. That's it. Well, that's all I can play. That's a pattern. Forget it. See, that's why I developed all these other patterns. Okay, thanks, Ron. Okay, let's go on to number 4. Actually, I showed you number 4. Playing that pattern on the cymbal. Again, okay, the reason why this is in the book is that everybody, probably all you guys, if you were asked to play samba, most of you would play that pattern on the cymbal. And Not that it's wrong. I'm not going to say it's wrong because I'm not Brazilian. I'm Canadian. But what I've done is I use this other pattern, and again, independence is involved. You got this one. So I can use that pattern. That pattern works real well. There's a lot of other things that I've written in this handout, and as usual, I'm not going to be getting to them all because I want to get into the next section. So we have 2 more pages of samba stuff, but I'm going to skip them because I want to get into the next section. Okay. You guys, everybody hanging in? Everybody cool? Okay.
Before you go too much further, for samba, this film is called a swing. This is RPO, okay? And when you're playing on the drum set, if you don't have a guy that's playing this thing, most guys don't have it. But you're applying this pattern to the toms, okay? And so when Chuck is playing samba and he's playing on the tom set, he's not just making up stuff. He's playing patterns that come from the side.
What Ron's talking about is something we just did not go over, where it says, that's great that you would think of this, applying surdo patterns to the drum set. That's part of the handout. We're going to play later on, and I'll play all this stuff. Okay, what I want to talk about now, and for the last part, before we end up playing some more, is what I like to do, and this is also found in my second book. What I've done is I've taken timbale solos. Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you. Taken some 4 timbale solos and transcribed them, and then I've applied them to the drum set. And man, do it. Just do it. Go get a Tito Puente album or Los Bamban if you can find them, which is a band from Cuba. And test your ears out, test your transcription skills out, and transcribe a timbale solo, and then try to use it on the drum set. They're drums. Those are timbales. I don't know if you can see them, but if you know what they are, the brass or metal, steel shelled drums with one head. Okay, this solo here, it says Jose Luis Quintana. His nickname is Changuito. And he plays drums and timbales in a band from Cuba called Los Vanban, V-A-N-V-A-N. And if you see their albums, buy their albums, okay? You'll be very, very happy that you did. This particular drummer invented this rhythm called songo that you guys know about that I kind of like almost played during one of those solos. I do another clinic that's totally all about songo too. He's great. He's a great drummer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this solo for you, and then I'm going to apply it to the drum set and take it out and let you see what you can do with it. There's like so many things to do. So let's do it. Okay. Okay, so check it out. Let's see. Do I have to read it? Nah, yeah, no, nah. Okay. Vaya. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm not playing it yet. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. time I'll do it on the drum set. One, two, one, two, one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let me play it by myself. This is hard to follow. See, here's another thing, another reason why you might want to check out this music. If you transcribe this stuff, I mean, there's some hard things to read in there. The quarter note triplets in measure 5, you know, playing 16th notes where the quarter note triplets are. That's a real typical phrase, by the way, typical Latin kind of phrase. I'm going to play the whole solo again. I'll play it on the drum set, the whole thing on the drum set, so you can hear it. And then I'm going to pick out a couple of phrases and work with it and see what we end up with. If it's hard and you're interested in it, then that's a good reason to learn it. Okay? I think. I'll make this offer to you. I have the solo on tape, of course, and if you want it, you just, let me see, my address is in that handout right there. It's also in the back of my book, which is available at the bookstore. Did you know that? Oh, I do have some here, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Huh? Right. Write me a letter. Tell me you're going to MI. Send me $1. I'll go buy a tape. I have like little short tapes, and I'll send it to you. I'll send you the solo, absolutely. And I've done it, so I really want to do it. Let me just show you what I've done with this solo. Okay, we're going to take one phrase, and I'm going to tear it apart and let you see what I've done with it. Okay, measures 14 and 15. This is a killer phrase. Glenn knows about this one. Okay. I'm going to play it really slowly and let you check this out. Okay. First of all, you look at this phrase this two measure phrase, and you see there's 5 groups of 8-note triplets. All right? Am I losing anybody? You guys are following me? Okay. Let me teach you. Let me in. Okay. I'm going to play it. Let me just play this phrase a couple times over. I'm going to leave out the very end of the second measure. It's like this. I'm going to go from tom to snare. I'll do it a lot slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Do you hear that? So, okay, I mean, I heard it, and I said to myself, okay, what can I do with this? Self. And the first thing that came to my mind was you take the 15-note phrase, 15 notes, 5 groups of 8th note triplets. And if you turn the page over, you'll see this mass of 16th notes. Okay? Now, it's a sticking exercise. I took the solo idea and I made it into just a plain, simple singles exercise. Please try and follow me. I mean, I know that you can. Okay, what I wanted to do was play 3 groups of 15 notes. That's 45 notes. And then a triplet, that's 48 notes. And that's 2 measures of 16th note triplets. Follow? That's 48 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. So the phrase ends up kind of strange. I just wrote it out. All I did was now I became analytical and mathematical, and I know it's taking it out of the musical realm. But you'll see what happens. I want you to get into this my creative process. That's what I want. I'm going to play number 1 for you. Okay? 1, 2, ready, play. 1. One. So did you hear that? All I did was I took the 15 notes and I just wrote it 15 notes, 15 notes, 15 notes. I ended up going right hand lead, left hand lead, then right hand lead. And I didn't like that because I didn't feel comfortable going. I wanted it all to be on my right or left hand because I wanted things a little easier. Okay, so I ended up with number 2. All I did was I shoved everything over 1 16th note. Okay? You follow what I just said? You got me, right? Here's what happens. I'll play it really slowly. 1. 1. Sorry. 1. 1. Do you hear it? Let me play a little bit faster. As a sticking exercise, just sit there with a practice pad and your feet playing either 8 notes or quarter notes, and just use it. That's all. Use it as a sticking exercise. I'm not saying this is musical yet, but what I did was I made it more musical. And that's the drum set application at the bottom of the page. You see, if you guys were my private students, what I would say to you is this. Take this sticking exercise. Learn it as a sticking exercise, just like you're going to learn a stick control thing. And then do something with it. Bring me back one written original example. Anything at all. What I did, I applied it to the drum set. And the first thing I ended up with was this, 15 notes. That's not what's written. Just hang with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last triplet at the end is the last 3 notes to make up the 2 measures. I didn't like the last 5 notes doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I left it off. And I ended up with this drum set application. Let me play it for you. First I'm going to play it at the bottom of the page, just like it's in swing time, so there'll be eighth note triplets. Not 16th note triplets as noted. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go again. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now I'll play him as 16th note triplets. That's just the first measure. Just the first measure. One more time. Now I'll play the second measure. The bottom, very bottom of the page, starting with 2 bass drums. Now, that doesn't sound anything at all like the timbale solo that we first started off with, that 15-measure phrase, the one that went like this. Remember that a long time ago? Now we're playing. But I don't care. Nobody's going to come up to me and say, "Hey man, Latin, that's a Latin phrase." They're not. They're just, a lot of people just come up and say, what did you do? What was that? It's groups of 10 with triplets. You following? I just want to give you this message. You know, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff here. That's not the message at all. The message is to open your heart and your ears and your mind and your creativity to what's around. To what's around you. The message is not what's on the page. I'm just kind of a conduit for the feel of this stuff. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Ron and I we're gonna finish up by playing a piece. I think my address is in the back. Yeah. Why, it's on a handy order form. Okay. It's my mailing address. Hey, I mean it. My address is here. You guys want a tape of that solo? I'll be more than happy to send it to you. Okay, before we play, there's a couple of, well, there's one very important thing that I wanna talk to you about, because it's something that's really important to me. And it's kind of hard to get into the mood. I hope that you've really enjoyed this, and that we can come back. I can come back, and Ron and I can come back and do more. It's always a pleasure to be here. What I want to talk to you about is, just give me a second of your attention, is drugs, because it's been an important part of my life, and happily that part of my life is fucking gone, and I'm very happy to say that. Thanks. I want to share it with you. I want to tell you, because for those of you who do them, who thought about doing them, who don't do them anymore, who've never done them, I want to tell you what my life was like with them. It sucked. I was hiding behind them constantly. I thought I played really well. I could practice, but I know now that my life for 17, 20 years was pretty much wasted, I think. I basically was living a nice big lie. And I'm really glad I've got my 7.5 months of sobriety now, and I can see myself a lot clearer, and I can see you a lot clearer. Everybody here, including you. I've known Ron for a long time. Ron never knew. I had everybody fooled except for me. And I don't mean to be preaching to you, and I'm not a preacher. I'm not going to preach, okay? I can tell you that all I want to do is tell you that if I can do it, and if you ever wanted to do it, you can. My phone number is listed. My address is there. You got 3 o'clock in the morning and you got to talk to somebody, then call me. Because I want to share that with you. More than I want to share that. Because being sober is got to be the only way. It's got to be the only way to be. I know it. I know it now through a lot of hard times and a lot of good times now. And I know that that's the only way to be. So thanks a lot. And we're going to play a little bit for you. All right, thank you. Patacum, patacum, pra com,